We are all grieving the loss of Dolly Parton. This is not going to go away anytime soon. But I want to remind everyone that she lived a long life. A lot of people in this world don't get the opportunity to do the same. With God's blessing, we could probably live to be 80 years, as Dolly Parton was. And I believe that she was truly blessed. But it's about what she did with her time on this world that makes her so unique, that would make any person unique. Yes, she was a celebrity. She was a country music star. She was an actress, but she was also a humanitarian. It is my belief that when you get into yourself what you put out to the world. If you put out the good things in the world, good things happen to you, perhaps even a very long life like she had. And I truly, to my soul, believe that. Unfortunately, the reverse sometimes is also true. I've been seeing since the announcement of Dolly Parton's passing that many people hate the fact that a man who is 80 years old, a man who has done probably the worst of their lot of the time they ever given, not as a blessing, but as a curse to others. Of course, I'm talking about Donald Trump, the President of the United States, who is now 80 years old, who has done nothing but brought misery and pain to everything and everyone he has touched. He has not contributed anything to the world. He has brought nothing but misery to everyone, not just the United States, in which he is the president, but to everyone, everywhere. Unlike Dolly Parton, he has not given anything or said anything encouraging to people who are impoverished and are suffering. He has done nothing but beat them down. As President of the United States, he is marching us toward Armageddon. He is marching us to the end. And what's really scaring me and everyone else in this country is that this man deserves to live while others in this country, others in this world who have contributed so much more, like Dolly Parton, are lost, are taken from us. And I'm not, like I said before in my video about Dolly Parton, I do not grieve her death. I celebrate her life. But how can I celebrate the life of perhaps one of the most important people in the world who brought blessings to everything and everyone she spoke to and touched, while we have a man like Donald Trump who's brought nothing but misery and pain to everything and everyone? On social media, I've been seeing comments saying that the wrong 80-year-old died today. The wrong 80-year-old died today. Now, mind you, I don't agree with that, but I don't disagree either. Dolly Parton's life, and you really look closely at her life, beyond the stardom, beyond the songs, beyond the many appearances on stage, the movies and everything else, you see a woman who brought blessings on this world. When you look at Donald Trump, you see someone who has brought nothing but misery to this world. Who doesn't see the presidency as a sacred task? Although he was elected, he doesn't look at the office of the presidency as a sacred duty. He sees it as nothing more than a get-rich-quick scheme that he is succeeding at getting. He sees the presidency, the Oval Office, the Capitol, all of it, as nothing more than the trappings of a madman. Dolly Parton was a human being who helped her fellow man and woman. Donald Trump is nothing more than a monster who helped destroy and beat down his fellow man and woman. His entire life has been nothing more than a portrait of a monster. Dolly Parton's life is a portrait of a human being, truly blessed. When Dolly Parton has her, it's hard for me to even say it, has her burial, her memorial, she'll be remembered not only as a country music star, as an actress with a voice of Southern gold, she'll be remembered for the lives that she touched. She will be remembered for the good that she did to this world, not only the United States, but to this world. That is who I will remember when the time comes for us to grieve once more and to say the final farewells and the final prayers for her and her soul, which is now in heaven. I truly believe that. When Donald Trump leaves this world, I'm not going to give him any praise. I'm not going to sugarcoat what this man did and call him a great American. I will tell the truth. Whether it's a year from now, 10 years from now, heaven forbid, I'm going to tell the truth, the unabased truth, and you're going to hate me for it. You Trumpers are going to hate my guts for it, and you may want me dead for saying it. But I'm going to say it nonetheless. And the beginning part of it will go like this. Donald Trump did nothing to help his fellow man. He only did everything for himself. He may think that he did something for someone else, but when it comes down to it, when it comes down to actually helping people, he did nothing. When it comes down to actually helping someone who is suffering, he did nothing. He made an empire of bilking people out of their money. He made that empire out of misery, of stealing. He wasn't a philanthropist. He was nothing more than a billionaire who built his empire off the bones of people. And as for the misery, we have proof that he is a sexual predator, that he brought misery to women and possibly even little girls. He showed nothing, no kind of humanity when it comes to the people around him. When it came time for him to actually help people he saw was suffering in this country or around the world, he smacked their hand away. And after he became president in 2016, it got worse. He got the taste for power, and he wasn't going to let it go. He divided an entire nation, or whether or not they were the same color, the same religion, the same nation of origin. And when he was removed from office through an election in 2020, in 2021, January 6th, he decided to push his followers to the point of going to war, a civil war that could have divided this nation. Instead of walking away and saying, "I'll be back," in 2024, all he has done was divide this country. And even after he was reelected and got back in office in 2024, his presidency wasn't about helping the American people. It was about punishment. It was about revenge. We are now 2 years into his second presidency, and nothing has changed about him. If anything, it's gotten worse. You will be remembered, Donald Trump, for the miserable bastard that you always have been. Dolly Parton will be remembered as a woman who cared for a fellow man and a fellow woman, whether it be a song or a movie performance or philanthropy, being a philanthropist, a humanitarian. She was the best of us, and now we have to say goodbye. You will be remembered when the time comes for your time on this world to end as the monster we know you are. And that I do not forgive for saying. CTP, no truth, God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos.